It's happy new iPhone day for me today. Looking forward to getting this one up and running. It's got the 3-camera lens on the back, ultra zoom, all sorts of amazing stuff. In fact, there's a wee tutorial there. So excited for this. Okay folks, so today's video is going to be a tutorial video on how to do butterfly pull-ups. Now by popular demand, and when I say popular demand, there was 2 people that asked me to do a tutorial on butterfly pull-ups, so I decided I'm going to do a video tutorial on how to do butterfly pull-ups. If it helps them, fantastic. If it helps you guys come away from watching this video and going into the gym and smashing butterfly pull-ups, then fantastic. That is what this video is here to do and achieve for everyone. I used to struggle with this movement quite a lot, and one day it just landed, and what I've then decided to do is break it down into its component parts and then build it back up again. So when we go into the gym later, we will go and split it up into its segments on how to do it, how to approach it, and yeah, build it back up again. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that you'll go into the gym and smash workouts like Cindy or any other workout that's got high volume pull-ups. So stay tuned. What's the plan for today, sweetheart?
I'll play pigeon shooting and then we're going to watch the rugby.
Who's going to win the rugby?
Probably England. Or maybe Scotland. I have no idea who's the better team. I don't follow it properly.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm a bit torn, to be honest with you.
You could just say that you were celebrating the one that won.
Well, no, I'm in a good situation because, I don't mind if Scotland or England win. I prefer if England won, but if Scotland win, I can just pretend to support Scotland.
Exactly.
So whoever wins, I'm a winner. Like that song by Errol Brown, isn't it? Everyone's a winner, baby.
Is that Errol Brown?
Yeah, he did Hot Chocolate for Monty. Okay, so butterfly pull-ups and how to do them. So one thing I'm going to say straight off the bat is that when it comes to butterfly pull-ups, you shouldn't be doing too much volume of these, particularly if you're only just getting them. So practice them, get them dialed in, get the technique, get the skill, but don't overload it. Now I've been a victim of that, and I have had some shoulder problems as a result of doing too many butterfly pull-ups. It's a skill. As long as you get that skill nailed, concentrate on strict pull-ups and building that strength. Okay, if you've got that strength from the strict pull-ups, you will be able to do the butterfly pull-ups with the skill. Okay, as long as you've got that skill and that technique down, you'll be absolutely fine. When you're doing butterfly pull-ups, you're going to be doing quite a lot of them. So we did a workout the other day where we did Cindy, which was 5 pull-ups, 10 press-ups and 15 air squats. If you're doing that much volume for 20 minutes, then what's probably going to happen, the most likely outcome, is that you're going to tear your hands, particularly if you've got calluses on your hands. You're going to tear them, they're going to go at some point, and it's not going to be an enjoyable experience because it stings, it hurts, it's painful, the skin's been removed from your body. Who wants that? Nobody wants that. So one thing I would advise for you guys is to get some grips. These grips, and I'm not sponsored in any way by these guys, but Raylen, I saw an advert on Instagram, I saw them, I really liked them, so I got them. You can get Pixel ones as well, they're pretty good, and I think Alex Smith does ones. These ones in particular don't have any finger holes, okay? I prefer that because I over grip on the bar. You can get them with finger holes if you prefer, but I would 100% definitely suggest getting some grips. So the butterfly pull-ups is quite a complex movement, just getting that skill dialed into the kind of muscle memory. A lot of people could probably just do it, it's just getting that movement pattern down. It's almost like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. It's getting that continual movement, but there's two kind of parts to it. So what we'll do is we'll completely dissect it, completely break it down, and then build it back up and just show you some tips and some regression movement patterns that you can do just to get that movement pattern dialed in. Okay, so the first part of the movement is going to be what I call C's and D's, okay? So basically bringing your body forwards and backwards at the same time. So your feet are coming backwards to make a C, and then they're coming then forwards with your sort of torso coming backwards to make a D, okay? Or whichever way you look at it. So we'll just run through that just now. See the C and the D action there. One thing to note when you're going through that, you want to stabilize and keep that core engaged throughout the whole movement pattern. And also you'll see when I was doing that I'm keeping my feet together as well. You do see sometimes that people will pull the feet apart, but for me, what works well for me is feet together, keep that core nice and tight, nice and stable, and then C, D, C, D, C, D. Okay, so that's the first component part of the movement pattern. So the second part there is going to be what I call high hips, okay? In this phase of the movement, you've got enough kind of kinetic energy to get those hips as high as you can. So what you're trying to do is control the movement when your body becomes slightly weightless, okay? Just like when you get a barbell and you lift it up to here, and then gravity takes over and it becomes weightless at the top and you get underneath it. The same sort of thing is happening here with the high hips, okay? So we'll dive into that just now. C, D, high hips, high hips, high hips, high hips, okay? And you'll see in that high hips part that my body becomes slightly weightless, okay? So you've gone from C, D, and then initiating those high hips. Okay, so that's the second component part of the movement pattern. So the third component part is going to be the pull, okay? So you've gone from C, D, into the high hips, and then you want to go then from the high hips to a pull. And that's the part where you're going to pull your chest to the bar, okay, using your lats. So up here, pulling to and then through, okay? So we'll just dive into that just now so you can actually see the movement pattern, and it will show, we'll pull all these movements together. Okay, so you see there's a kind of circular motion when you go through to the pull chest and you come into this position here. Okay, that is the third component part of the movement pattern. Okay, so the fourth component part is what I call the drop, okay? So you've gone from C's and D's to high hips to the pull, and then you're gonna go into the drop, okay? This again is where gravity is gonna do its job, okay? You're just controlling the movement pattern all the way through using kind of kinetic energy or the energy that you've used from the pull, and then it's gonna drop you down. You're going to drop down, so you want to control that drop through. Building it back up just now, we're going to do C's, D's, high hips, pull, and then drop, okay? So C's, D's, high hips, pull, drop. So this is where it starts to get a little bit confusing for some folk, okay? Because as you drop, you need to pull yourself back into the next position to keep that movement continual. Okay, so you're getting them and getting them and getting them and getting them each and every single time that you hit it. without getting yourself confused. So I suppose that the next part, the fifth part of it, is the kind of reset, reposition whilst you're going through that fast movement pattern, okay? Number 6, so you've got down there, okay? You've gone through the drop, and you need to get yourself back into that momentum, okay? It's a bit more of an aggressive C and D, essentially, but you want to keep that body nice and tight. Number 6 is going to be what I call L-sits to butt kicks, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like just now, okay? And that's going to get you fired up and back into that position so you can keep that movement going. As you'll see on that, that's similar to the C's and D's. In fact, it's almost the same movement pattern. However, you're being a bit more aggressive with it because you're coming down from a drop. You need to get into that position quite quickly, so it's a faster C and D. So it turns into L-sits to butt kicks. So hopefully that's kind of helped. It dissected the movements into its kind of derivatives and then rebuilt it back up. However, if it's not landed well, I do have another tip just to sort of get you into the right motions. Okay, so I'm going to dive into that one just now. So the other drill that we've got here is you start from this hang position, okay? Keep the core, brace it, keep it nice and tight, okay? Feet together, and then from there, you go through C's and D's, and then you'll just 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll just go through the smaller movement pattern, okay? And then all you're really trying to do is then make those circles bigger. It's like a circle at the bottom, going one way, and then we're going that way. That's the really motion that you're looking for, okay? So you do that on a kind of smaller scale, and then start to build it up, and it should look a wee bit like this, okay? So 1, 2, then try and build it up. Piece it together. So folks, that was my attempt at trying to teach you how to do butterfly pull-ups better. It's a movement that a lot of people struggle with, but when it clicks, and it's a movement that I used to struggle with quite a lot. I would always just rely on just doing the kipping and always just rely on doing strict pull-ups. And then one day I just thought about what it is that I was trying to achieve, and it just clicked. And it wasn't even down to any level of practice, it was just the way I was thinking about it, and I just got up on the bar and then I got it. Everyone learns in a different way, and that's why I've done this tutorial. And a lot of people will be searching YouTube and trying to find good ways of doing butterfly pull-ups. So I've done my best to try and break that down into its component parts in each segment of the movement and sort of dissect it and rebuild it back up for you. So I hope you found the video useful. If you have, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to this channel and want to keep up to date with some other tutorials and just general fitness lifestyle or lifestyle fitness, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.